Hey stamping friends, welcome to the Joy of Stamping with Rachel. I'm Rachael Coon and it's Wednesday's kit class. This is a great class. I'm going to be showing how to use a stamp set that you find in another kit called the Simply Citrus Kit. Go ahead and hold while I flip and we'll show you the cards we're making today and how you can get this kit for free. One second, sorry you guys, it's trying to get me to add a filter. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can get everything in view. Thank you for holding. Welcome, welcome. So I have two viewers. Be sure to say hi. Let me know you're here and just chat with me as I go along and things that you learn or you like, because I would love to hear it. So this kit today we are making using a stamp set that comes from a kit called the Simply Citrus Kit. And I've paired it with the Ordinate Garden DSP and also the dies from the Tasteful Label dies. So they look like this. Let me show you. These are all the dies we're using. You see how I've labeled it in here, and I know that there's 10. So we use a lot of these ones and these ones, and I didn't use any of these fun circle scalloped ones though. Let me show you what this kit originally has. So this kit comes in a box like this. It has a lid on it and it's really cute. And inside comes 15 cards that you can make. One looks like this. There's this one that's super cute. This one. That one. Way to go. I love these little citrus ones. And the Hello Sunshine. So these all come in this kit. And it comes with everything that you possibly need. It has the dimensionals, has instructions, has the ink, has the envelopes, everything that you need. Even a clear block is in this one, right over there. And it's great. And eventually you will make all 15 cards and you will have left your ink still and your stamp set still. And this is just another set of cards you can make after you're done making all of those ones from the kit. All right, so we have 4 cards today. Real quick, let me remind you, you can get this kit for free when you order between now and Friday, 4 o'clock, with the hostess code 36W6KSM2. It's all on my posts and blogs. You should see it there too. Once you use that code, it'll link and tell me that I know that you are getting this one for free. You just have to spend $35 worth online. Super easy. And today's a great day to do it because of that online stamp sale that's going on where certain stamps are 15% off, which is great. I always like to tell you a little suggested items that you can get. I suggest eating any of those that are on sale right now. I also suggest the kit that I just showed you. It's a $32 kit. So I would say get that and maybe some dimensionals will go with it, and that will get you up to that $35 mark. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to do this one first. It says way to go. It's super cute and pretty easy. We'll set it right there as a reference. However, I'm going to go crazy during today's class, and I'm going to flip over all the DSP from the Ornate Garden. You'll see that there's always 2 beautiful sides, and we're going to see what happens when I flip it. I will have all these measurements over on my blog shortly after this video. I'll have that shared, but we'll give you just a reference, a quick one, that this one has our regular card base, and then we have 2 labels that I've already cut out with my die cutting machine, my Stampin' Cut and Emboss, and then I have some cardstock in the terracotta tile, and that measures at 4 1/4 and 3 1/4. And then I have my DSP that measures 4 by 3. We're going to go ahead and just glue those on right now, but I'm going to flip it. So I had it like this way before. Now I'm going to have it showing this side, and we'll see how different it makes the card look. So I get my glue out. There we go. I like the liquid glue because I'm lining cardstock on cardstock, or paper on paper, I should say. So I want to be able to shimmy it as needed. There we go. That looks pretty good. We'll let that dry, and we'll go ahead and do our stamping. I'm going to grab my foam mat. This is something I like to use whenever I have the photopolymer stamp sets, which are these super clear stamps. We have cling stamps, which are rubber base, and then we have these clear ones that aren't as thick. Let me see if you can kind of see that. And so it needs the give from this foam to make a nice clear image. All right, we're going to ink that up in our terracotta tile. This is one of last year's in colors that's still current and will be with us all the way through June, I believe. We'll do our way to go. Awesome. We'll set that aside. Next, what we need to do is grab our dimensionals. You can kind of see right here. You can either add a dimensional here or just glue it and then add dimensional there. We are going to first glue this one on, straight onto here. However, I'm going to use my stamping still, and I'm just going to go over it just a little bit and not all the way to my ends, and center that up. Way to go. And then we'll grab our dimensionals and have those ready. And put that on the back. We'll do 3. Before we go too crazy, we do need to get our ribbon. Again, I don't measure anything. And this is a pretty ribbon. That's a terracotta tile that comes out with the Ornate Garden suite. So that coordinates perfectly with this paper. So I'm going to wrap it around it twice. Give myself a little bit of ends. See that? We'll snip it. Then I'm going to just tie a quick little knot. If you want to, you could always tie a bow. I find tying bows after you've gone around something is tricky. And what I usually do is tie a bow separately and attach it. But since we went around, I'm going to just have this one be a knot. We'll just flag our ends a little bit like that. And probably go even a little bit shorter here. And usually you want to have your ribbon ends just go at an angle. Perfect. That looks a lot better. All right. Next, we're going to glue down this piece onto our mint macaroon card base. You can either use dimensionals for this or you can use glue. I'm going ahead and use glue. Let's see. It's a little bit bumpy, so let's go ahead and use our liquid glue. Hey, I see a couple friends have jumped on and said hi. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. We're using the Simply Citrus stamp set today from that kit. So if you have that kit, you can make these cards with the Ornate Garden suite. Well, the DSP. That's what we're using it from. All right, taking off those dimensionals. I'm going to put our way to go on there. I'm really loving this side of the DSP, looking way cute. And then we just want to embellish just a little bit. And I, again, am loving these elegant faceted gems. Let me see if you can see that. Okay, there we go. And we're going to just pick off 3 of them. I'm going to use these clear ones. We'll set one right up there. We'll get a little one down here, maybe, and one more over here in this corner. Super cute. I'm going to use my bone folder. We'll get it started. And we have our Way to Go card. That one turned out so fun. And look at that. It's pretty similar, but just a little different because we flipped that DSP. Love it. All right, next card we're going to do is the Thanks for Being You. This one's so pretty and has a lot of that gold on this side. We're going to flip that one also, and let's see how that one turns out. I'm using the old olive ink, and I have the ribbon. This ribbon pack came with this ribbon as a dual ribbon. So that's nice and convenient. And look at our pack over here. Okay. I have our card base, which is our regular. And then I have a Whisper White piece of paper. That's a 4 by 5 1/4. And I have 2 of them because that old olive is slightly big. So I want to, or sorry, slightly dark. So you want to make sure we have 2 of these, one for the front and one for the insides. Let's glue this part on first. And I flipped it. And we're going to use this side instead. Let's see how it turns out. Let's get our liquid glue. Here we go. And that DSP part is just, let's see if I've written it down. We have it at 5 1/4 by 1 1/2. Get some liquid glue on there. Get that lined up nicely. There we go. I love it. All right. So for this card, I didn't use the tear tape right here. So my ribbon is a little bit loose. I just have it on the back side where I put tear tape on it. But I want this one to hold a little bit tighter this time. And so what I'm going to do is first put some tear tape right along that crease, or that's where those 2 pieces meet. There we go. Here's my tear tape here, which I love this product. I think it's only like $7 and it lasts for a long time and I use it a lot. We used to have the red type that had a kind of a rubberness to the back end of it, which worked great, but you always had to use scissors to use it. This one I love because you don't need the scissors. You could just tear it super easily. Okay, so I have that tear tape on there. I'm taking off the backing and I have my cut ribbon. And I'm just going to go ever so closely, hover over it, and then I'll place it down. Just like that. Awesome. And that has kept it way more secure. Then what I'll do with here, I can either use my tear tape again, or just a little bit of my stamping seal. And you fold these ones down like that and press it in. Get that one and press it in and take away some of the extra. Awesome. Now we can attach that to our card base, which is that beautiful old olive. Ooh, I'm liking the way this is turning out when I flipped it. Flipping all of my DSP today, so all of my cards will not look exactly like my samples. Just makes it way fun. All right, let's go ahead and stamp on our little label here. This is from, again, those awesome dies, the Tasteful Label dies. And we're going to use our old olive ink right there. Get it up in, there we go. And the saying, thanks for being you. All right, let me get my foam mat back in the scene. Sometimes I can stamp it without for these smaller images, but I always want to be on the safe side, especially when I'm showing you guys what I'm doing. So we're going to ink it up. The old olive, tap, tap, tap. And we'll line it up right here. And I want to give myself a little bit of space in that corner for those limes. Sorry, those lemons. I guess they could be limes if I had them green also. All right, close that up so I don't make a mess. And let me show you what we're going to do next. So I've already pre-stamped these 3 images from the Simply Citrus stamp set. And now what I need to do is just to fussy cut it. And you'll see these are not hard ones to fussy cut at all. I just want to give you a couple tips when you're doing it. It's just a circle. And I'm just going to turn my paper when I do it. Just like that. And get it pretty close to that edge. Awesome. There's that one. The lemon's not too tricky either. It's a very basic shape. And just go around it. Like that. Do you guys have a great first day of fall yesterday? Anyone eat anything with pumpkins in it? I know it's kind of silly. I'm making things with these citrus fruits, and summertime is just about over in most areas of the country. However, here in California, we are still hot and sweaty and still have some produce growing. All right, so for the leaves, you don't need to cut them apart. In fact, we're just going to go in here a little bit, and we'll turn it and come back up. Just like that. All right, then we're going to add our leaf to the back of here. What we'll do, we'll just put a little bit of the seal. Make sure we're good to go. There we go. On the back of there, and we'll attach cute little leaf. Awesome. And then we are going to use dimensionals to attach everything from here on out. I do want to do something really quick to those lemons. You probably have guessed it. I'm going to add some Wink of Stella. So this is our awesome glitter pen. Then when I push right here, a little bit of glitter will come down to my brush, and I can take that and just go over the stamped image. And it's going to give just a little bit of glitter to it. I'm going to do it all on this one as well. And it's super hard to see on video. Let me see if I can catch that one so you can see a little bit of that glitter. There we go. Just a little bit. You have to get the light just right. But that adds so much to a card. That is one of my favorite things. Hold on. There we go. All right. Dimensionals on the back of our label first. Take them off. And we'll put it so it just overlaps our ribbon right there a little bit. Like that. And then we're going to use a dimensional on the back of this one. And we're going to put it so it fits right there. And then this awesome bigger one, we are going to sneak in right about there. And we just want a little bit of a dimensional on this side here only though. Oops, sorry, I had that off the screen. Okay, so we'll put that one so it's a little bit behind it. And our leaves are coming out. Last thing we have to do is just embellish a little bit. We want to put one of these ones in the center of this lemon. This lemon slice. Cute. And then we'll do a small one in the corner over here and a larger one at an angle over there. Love it. To finish this one off, you would just add that extra piece that I showed you, the Whisper White. Oh, I'm making a huge mess here, so I can't even find my bone folder. There it is. There we go. You really want to use this. I know it sounds silly, but I can't make a card without using my bone folder now because it just makes it so much better. Gives it a nice lay down. There's those two cards. Which one do you like better? The flower one or more of that gold old olive? They both look pretty fantastic. And the awesome thing about it is that you can totally switch it out and choose when you get your kit. All right, those cards are done. Ooh, Marjorie said she had pumpkin pie last night. Yum. Did you make it yourself or did you buy it from somewhere? We love Costco's pumpkin pie. It is like the best deal and super yummy. And it's huge, so it feeds so many that it's totally worth it. Okay, let me see if I can find... I told you I'm making a huge mess here. Here we go. We are making this card now. It says just a note. And it's pretty easy. Has a great simple layout that you can use for anything. And I'm going to give you a quick early info. Next month, our DSP for Stampin' Up! Is going, some of it is going on sale. So this would be a great card to make with some of that awesome DSP. I'll give you more details next week when the sale happens so you know which ones they are. But just a heads up, this whole kit is great. And these cards are great for any type of DSP, which is a designer series paper type of cards. All right, measurements. We have our regular card base, except for I do have it opening differently. So I have it the 11 by 4 1/4 scored at 5 1/2. And I'm using that in the Whisper White. And then I have my DSP, which is a 3 by 3, and my terracotta tile, which is a 4 1/2 by 3 1/4. All right, ooh, look at this side. It is this beautiful gold. Let's go ahead and glue that down. And line that up super nice. Like that on the top part of that terracotta tile. You probably wonder, how do I pick my colors when I do some of these cards? And the awesome thing about the DSP is that it has a list of all the colors that they include in that paper. And so I don't have to think about it. I just look at that list and I say, oh, I'm going to use one of these mini colors you've already told me you have that will coordinate super nice. All right, what I'm doing now is I'm just cutting a piece of this bumblebee ribbon, and I'm going to not tie it around. I'm going to actually flip this over, and I can either use my tear tape or my stamping seal. I'll just make a little strip there and a little strip there, and then we're gonna pull it over. Make sure I have this one lined up nicely. There we go. Just like that. And then we can attach this to our card base. Oh, Margie agrees. She says the Costco pumpkin pie is better, and the one that she got last night was not as good. That's okay. You have plenty of fall to redo the pumpkin pie and get the yummy one. There we go. We'll lay that down. Now we need to stamp our Just a Note. And we'll use that terracotta tile ink again. And our cute little label there. Let's grab our mat back in the screen. And let's put that there. Here's our Just a Note. We'll ink it up. Lay it over. Mostly center. And I press it firmly down. And there it is. This time I can close this one. I think we are done with that color. And we just need to attach it to this one. Like that. Liquid glue. I'm telling you, these cards are really pretty easy. Great layers. I've done all the hard work for you. I've cut out everything already. We do need to get our dimensionals on the back of this one. And it's larger, so we make sure that we put enough on so that we don't have any saggy labels on here. There we go. All right. We're going to put that right about there. And then the hardest part is a bow. But what I do is I keep it on the spool. That way I don't cut it too short and then have to start over again. And that way I can just kind of play with it and see how big I want it. I just pull it from side to side and tighten it. And I say, that looks not too bad. So we're going to keep it. I'll cut it off again at that angle. There we go. This time we need a glue dot. We're going to grab our glue dots and put that knot to the dot. That should be a saying. Okay, then we're going to just add it right there, kind of at an angle. And I will actually cut down just a little bit more. I don't want it coming off the card. There we go. That looks better. Right? Right. So lastly, we just need to embellish. Again, I'm using these awesome elegant faceted gems. These are my favorite and nearly are almost gone. So I'm going to have to get some more. We'll put one right there. We're going to grab another one and put it right here. And one big one down here. Let's see. Maybe kind of right there. Okay, here are 2 cards of Just a Note. Which one do you like better? Big gold flowers or little pink flowers? Both are awesome. I love them. We have one card left. You guys are doing great, and I'm not taking too much time, which is always nice too. All right, our last card is our Hello Sunshine. And it looks like this. Let me show you guys real quick. Has this fun vellum. I'm using a new ribbon. It's, well, a different ribbon than I've used so far, which is the white crinkle ribbon, which is one of my favorites. And we have a cute little flower, which I have punched out with a small bloom punch. It looks like that. All right. Let's go ahead and get this one started. I'll give you some quick measurements and a quick tip for this one. Let's see. So we have our regular Whisper White card base in that 8 1/2 by 5 1/2. Scored at 4 1/4. My mind drew a blank for a quick second there. And then we are going to have it going this horizontal way instead of vertical. So I'll lay our card base like that. I have these 2 pieces of paper. I have our mint macaroon, and it is in a measurement of, let's see, I think this is 5 1/2. And I'm missing my, let's see, oh, here it is. Our 5 1/2 by 3 1/4, and this is 5 1/2 by 3. We're going to flip it over, and we're going to get that beautiful foil flowers on that side. Let's get our glue. I know, we're almost sad to cover up all those daisies. I know. Daisies are one of my favorite, but it's fun to try the other side and see how it looks. Okay, we got that. Next, let's go ahead and grab our ribbon. We're going to wrap it around just once. We're going to give ourselves about 3 inches on the end, right here. Come down, give us about 3 inches and cut. Just such a pretty ribbon. This one, I'm not tying a bow. We're just doing a knot, which is a little bit easier and more forgiving. This is the best ribbon because you can change the color of it. Because it's white, it will take on any color that you use on it. You can either dye it with re-inkers, you can dye it with stamping blends. It's just really super fun. Okay, let me get our pieces there. I'll clear up our space just a little bit because I am making huge messes. All right, it's a little bit twisted, as you can see, but what I can do is flip it a little bit here and then just make sure that I lay the label over it to hide that twisted spot. Okay, put in some glue. We'll flip it over and put it back on our card base. And I could use my grid line to give me a better idea of my measurements on here. But you know I'm lazy. And I just eyeball it. Just like that. Okay, ready for some tips? Right here is this cute little stitched out banner, and that is part of that die set, which is super fun. But as you can tell, it is smaller than the label that we want it to be underneath. So what we do is we just take our snips and cut the back of it, or sorry, cut the center of it like that. And then we will attach it to just the each end to make it look like it's long enough. Pretty sneaky, huh? It's a great way to use it behind things. All right, let's stamp our Hello Sunshine and our mint macaroon. Right there. Well, thanks, Marjane. She said she likes both of the cards. Hello Sunshine. Oh, I love that saying, and that turned out way cute. All right, we put this ink away so I don't make messes. Many bad things have happened when ink pads have been left open. Cards have been ruined, or creative ways to fix them had to happen. So I try to be good. Doesn't always happen, but I try. Okay, we're going to put just a little bit. You can either put it on your label right here, or you put the adhesive on here, on the white part of the label as well, just to be able to attach these. However, you do want to turn it over and look at it this way to line it up. You don't need a whole lot of it sticking out. Just a little flag there. Same for this one. And then you'll press it into it. And then we have this beautiful vellum. So what we're going to do is attach this with dimensionals. And then we are going to use a glue dots for that vellum. Glue dots are one of the best things to use for vellum because it's see-through, and so are glue dots. And so they make it, you can still see them sometimes. So you gotta be mindful where you put them. But we're gonna go just like that for Hello Sunshine. And then let's get some glue dots on the back of their vellum. And you can see when I'm looking at it this way where it will not show. So I can put it, and that's the only reason why I'm doing it after. So you know what I'm hiding from it. So that one right there, and right there. That looks pretty good. And then we will put it right over our ribbon. Oh, that's looking pretty. I'm loving that. Just now we need to add our little punched out small bloom. And I do like to use my bone folder just a little bit. We'll go like this and just kind of curl it or crinkle it. You know, my favorite way is just to squish it up and give it some texture right there. And then we're also, I think this one I used a dimensional. I did, just an itty bitty dimensional. But I think this one I'm going to use a glue dot. And we're just going to add it to that corner of the Hello Sunshine. Just like that. And make sure we can still see our letters. Let's just have it angled. That's about pretty good. All right, for this one, I actually use a different embellishment. I have these really pretty gold ones right here. You can kind of see that shine. And we'll just take off one of those and put it in the center. And this will actually match so well with the gold on this paper. All right, make sure everything's stuck down nicely. Get our bone folder. This one I'm not going to face down because I don't want to ruin my flower. All right. There's our Hello Sunshine. Which one do you like better? This beautiful foil flower or our Hey Daisies? They're both really fun and I love the way they turned out. So we got our Hello Sunshines. We have our Just Notes. Thanks for being you. And our Way to Go. Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. I hope you've learned something with making these cards and a way to use that simple citrus kit to make more cards after the kit products are gone. All right, you guys, have a wonderful week. Happy stamping, everyone. Bye.